Good morning or afternoon. I'm not exactly sure what it is. We have Autumn on the stand. I'm out of breath because it is April 1st and spring should be here, and Mother Nature said April Fools. Let me show you through my dirty windows how April Foolsy she said. Can you see that? Yes, we're getting almost an inch an hour. We've probably got 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet of snow. I could not get into the barn. It took me, I had to get my husband to help me. I couldn't get in the barn because the door was shut with all the packed snow against it. Oh, it's been, there are times when life gets interesting, let's say. Don't have a pair of glasses because I dropped them in the snow and lost them. It was the only pair I had. Suppose I could wear my old prescription glasses. I've just been using reading glasses for now. I don't know what that says. I thought I brought what I had. The latch broke. I thought I set them in here. I don't know. It's just, what am I tell you? It's been something else. So last night, I've been hatching eggs, and I had 2 or 3 that still had to hatch, but the other ones were causing problems because they were moving the egg around as the babies were trying to get out. So I set up the broody house in here, and I brought them out, and I had everything set up, and I had the special water for them, and I had chick crit, I had food all set up, they had the heat plate in there so they could stay warm, and I put them in there, and I sat in here for like 10 minutes and watched them, and they were all happy, and they were hopping around, and showed them where the water was, and they drank a little bit, and things going great. So I go, I'm going to go get feed for the horses. So I go out and I get the horse feed. I gotta have some coffee. And dump a couple buckets of water out there like they needed, and I was all excited because these are Bonnie and Clyde's babies. So I'm ecstatic at the fact that I have Bonnie and Clyde babies. I'm just so excited, because they're my 2 favorite chickens. And I come in, buckets in hand, come in the door, and I see a weasel in my baby hatchery with one of my naked neck babies, one of Bonnie's babies, in its mouth trying to get out of the cage. I throw my buckets. I start screaming at it. It drops the chick but broke its neck when I grabbed it. So now I've got the chick, and I don't know at this time that its neck is broken and it's hopeless. And it ran under the wall. And my daughter had told me she thought there was a mouse in here. Bonnie, here's your milk. Bonnie. There you go, there's your milk. Oh, she's got what we were using for bait. So then, as I'm trying to get the other chick out, because I don't know if the other chicks are okay. There's a dead chick in there and 2 missing chicks. So now I'm down from 4 chicks to 1 with a broken neck. 1's dead, 2 are completely missing. And I had a beautiful blue standard coaching. Just a beautiful chick. Gorgeous baby. And the little stupid weasel came back at me. I kid you not. It kept coming out and running almost up to my feet to try and get that last chick, those last 2 chicks out of there. So I called my husband. I'm screaming. And all he can hear me is cussing and saying, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" So he thought there was somebody out in the barn. He comes running out. And he's like, "Well, it's gone now." I'm like, "Oh no, it'll be back." So sure enough, it came back and back. And so he went to Tractor Supply and got some. They don't have any live traps the size for a weasel. Because it couldn't have been longer than like 8 or 9 inches long. They're tiny. They're lesser weasels. So they're tiny little things. And they can get through, mesh wire less than the size of a quarter. So that's how it got in, because I had the bars, and I go, it should be fine. The bars aren't like close. It's an old guinea pig cage. It's got long side walls so the chicks can't hop out. It's a great great broody setup if you don't have a lot of chicks and you don't have a weasel. So then I go in and fix dinner, and I'm all like completely like I'm just Twitter pated. I've lost it. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't remember shit because I'm upset. I'm upset, aren't I, Mama? Yeah. I took care of the girls. I got all my barn chores done, and I went in the house and made dinner. My husband comes back from Tractor Supply, and he's like, well, they don't have any live traps, so I got these really big rat traps, because when he was in here, it came back. So he got to see it. And so he set out the live traps. He goes, I bet it doesn't take a half an hour, because I think he's coming back for food. So sure enough, I was just getting ready to finish off with the finished dinner, and he goes, well, I got it. Sure enough, so he killed the weasel. We did leave the rat traps out last night to set them again, and nothing came. So I'm not putting my chicks out here, not till they're bigger. But that weasel would have started killing. Once it got a taste for chicken, it would have gone after the big chickens too. It wouldn't have stopped. Once it has a food supply, and I'm sure when we've heard the horrible squeaking noises and like sounds of like fighting, we thought mice were fighting, it was that weasel eating the mice. Which if I didn't have chickens, I would have loved to have a little weasel out here. Would have loved it. Because it won't bother the big animals, and it primarily eats mice. So they're great to have in barns if you don't have chicken. However, they like chicken nuggets just like everybody else. Right, Mama? Good thing people don't have goat nuggets, huh? Yeah. Oh, she makes me feel so much better. You do. You make me feel better. You do. You make me happy. It's the little things, not letting the weasel. So then last night I locked up the barn and went inside. And they've been saying, you know, we have a winter storm advisory, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah. They've been saying that all winter. We've been really lucky. We've only got like, they said we were going to 8 inches. We got 1. They said we were going to get a foot. We got 2 inches. So it's been like that all winter. And we haven't had like a serious snowstorm. So last night and this morning. So I could not get into the barn. Could not get in. Nothing I could do was going to get that door, sliding door, because the wind had blown up against it, packed it in. I had to get my husband to help me. So now I have unlocked all the other doors. The horses will open the one from the arena into the barn, and they'll just make a mess when they're in here, and I don't want them wandering around in the stalls. They can't get into the grain because I keep that shut and locked at all times. So they can't get in there, and even if they broke the door on the glass on the door, they couldn't get into the office. It's a really skinny door. Remember, she didn't want Western saddles coming into her office. But there's a gate, a metal gate, like a 3-rail metal gate on the inside and the slider on the outside, so you could have one open and still have one shut to get a breeze and stuff through. So I'll leave those. I'll lock the metal 3-rail one, and I'll close the wooden one, the wooden slider one, in the arena, and then there's a side door out there that I can get in. So I'm not even bothering with that sliding door anymore. Done with it. I'll walk the extra 50 yards to come in the far side, won't I? You're done, sweetheart. How do you feel today? Yeah. So I'm really late milking because it took me, I don't know, an hour to get into the barn. No, I'm beat. I'm tired already, and I shouldn't be this tired. So my office is trashed because I was chasing around that weasel last, and it was cute. I'll tell you, it had a cute little face. It was like a little itty bitty baby ferret looking kind of thing. But cute cannot kill my chicks. I was all upset because I was like, damn it, those were Bonnie's babies. Bonnie, that weasel ate your first babies. I have 2 more babies in the house. I don't think they're yours, but they're Clyde's for sure. They're both naked necks. So being a naked neck it's a dominant trait. So I had one beautiful blue standard cochin, and I had 3 naked necks. I had a really pretty blue one that had some red on it, and the other 2 were brown. No, one was white. I had a white one, 2 brown ones, a blue one, a blue cochin, yeah. So I had, but now I've got, I think they're both red colored. So they'll be meat birds. They're crossed with the meat chicken and Clyde. So that's what I wanted, but you want to have several. So out of the 25 eggs I started, I probably lost 10 during the process of incubating. So you have to light, I forgot what it's called right now. You put a light bulb underneath it and you look to see, make sure that the veins are growing and everything's developing. Well, I have some copper morans that are too dark to see, so I didn't know if those were progressing, and none of those have hatched. Bonnie's eggs are dark olive color, and I couldn't tell with hers, but I did have, one of hers did hatch, because I had a broken shell in there. That one got eaten. Murdered. I like that song. Murdered, and then I murdered, then we murdered the weasel, so I guess justice is different here. Yeah. Candled, that's what you call it. You candle the eggs. So I'm down to 2. I got 2 babies. I would have had 6, which out of 15 is almost a 50% hatch rate for an incubator. For the first run, that's pretty good. So, are you going to drink your milk now? Oh, you're not. Huh. She must not be that thirsty. Well, I am going to go get her sister up here. I'm going to run the water while I'm gone. Come on, Autumn. Let's go. Come on, we'll get you some stuff. Come on, sweetheart. I am going to have to let it overflow. I found 2 eggs out there that the chickens left willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. Yeah. There's the corn. There's your grain that you like so much. I do not have fresh apples today. Yesterday I had an apple. I even shared an apple with them while we were watching the little babies cheep around in their little cage. Stupid weasel. And you know, it's funny because I was so anti-hunting when I was young. Like, completely against it. Hated hunting. My grandpa shot a coyote. I didn't talk to him for 2 weeks. He never shot anything after that. I feel bad for him now as I'm older. Now I'm not here and I'm shooting anything that goes near my animals. I'm like, oh no, no can do. No can do, Summer. No can do. Can't be doing that. I will make sure that I get lots and lots of hay put in their stalls because it's still just coming down. Just in case. But I should be able to get in the other side because it's where the manure is supposed to be. It's the side door into the arena. And now that I've unlocked the arena door coming into the side of the barn, I can go back around where I leave it open for the horses to get out too. That'll be some deep snow diving though. I have to cut my snowshoes to get out to the barn. So yeah, it's just been a very interesting few hours, to say the least. So I have 2 baby chicks in the house. My husband's out snow blowing. The lights started to flicker, so they're like, ooh. And I go, we'll just clear a path out to because we've been looking at the snow on the deck, not realizing it's been blowing off because it's been stacking up. And so I was like, it's not that bad out there. There's only like 6 inches of snow. That's nothing. We can drive through that. And then I opened the back door and he stepped off the deck and we were like, oh crap, it's not 6 inches. It really is, 18 to 24 inches. Because it comes up almost to my knee. And we had grass showing yesterday. But again, it's on a Friday night. Could have got a snow day out of this for sure. There's no way we'd have had snow today. Cool today. Plow hasn't even come through yet. My daughter's going to have to ration her Mountain Dew because we were going to go to the store today to get some more Mountain Dew for her. She's got like 2 cans and a 2 liter. That should last her 2 or 3 days. There's other soda in the house if she needed it. So weird, I grew up saying pop. And then when I moved to the West Coast, I would say pop, and no one knew what I was talking about. Like, you want what? Like pop. So then I would say I wanted a soda pop. And eventually I just shortened it to soda. So now I'm back here and I say I want soda, and everybody's like, you want what? But that's alright. Thought about making cheese, and now I don't want to. I still have some tomatoes I need to replant into round, but I haven't set up my grow lights yet in the basement. And I'm just like, bleh. Bleh, I don't want to. A lot of milk in here, Missy, and I know you think you're done, but you're really not. Oh, you ate all the corn. Hang on a minute, I'll give you more. You're such a piggy wiggy sometimes. There's that fatty 2x4 can't fit through the kitchen door. That's what we're gonna call you, fatty. Hey, oh, Summer. Such a glutton. now that I've gotten used to sitting on the floor. Thomas is out in the hallway. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I put the corn up on top of the rabbit hutch out there so that this summer here wouldn't go after it. I'm gonna get a gallon almost this morning, I'm feeling. I gave them a ton of hay last night too. The only nice thing about having the snow is that it's warm in here. The snow really insulates when it's up against the walls and stuff of the barn. Hi, handsome.
I tried snow blowing down here. The snowblower got stuck.
Oh no, I'm just gonna go out that door. I'll go out that one and go around the front. I'm not even messing with that door anymore. Until it'll be fine once everything else.
No more weasels?
No, and although Bonnie came in once I snapped them, and came in and ate everything off of them.
Who's Bonnie?
My blue hen.
Oh. Yeah, and I can't plow out any of this stuff either.
No.
I can't get the truck out either. It's this deep in the driveway, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
Just ask Brian if he'll plow out the truck so you get the truck in and out. Ask him what he wants. What would you charge me to? He'll do it for money.
He'll do it for free if I ask him. I just ask him, hey, when you're done doing your stuff, can you just... And we can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. If he's not out now.
He's not out now. He's not going to do it till tomorrow. Yeah. The only reason I did anything was because I needed to get the generator out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do shit.
Alright. I'll be in soon. Kind of soon. I still have the other goats to do. I fed the babies, but I have the boys to feed. And make sure they have lots of food. He's trying to shut that door. That's what you're hearing. Hey, you almost put your foot in that. Don't put your foot in that. No, stop that. Before she didn't know she had to lift her foot so high to try and keep the bucket. Get my hand off. I don't think I should be done with you yet. There's still quite a bit of milk in there, honey. It is much easier when you first start, when you've got a baby that'll nurse on them, because you can put them on the stanchion and then just clean them off, strip them out a little bit, and milk. I mean, even if you only milk like 5 or 6 squirts from each teat, and then stop when you're on a good note, you don't have to worry that they're going to get, not produce milk because you're not milking them out. Because the baby will definitely milk them out. Right, Mama? Would you like your apple treats? You ate all that corn? Holy schmoly, Mama. Holy, that's a lot of corn. It's a lot of corn, my love. Oh, yes, you're not a bad goat. You are a spoiled goat. Yeah, as you eat all the goat horse treats, yes, you're spoiled. All right, let's get this water out. This is supposed to be your sister's water. It's too full because the last time I lifted it, that full. I had muscle spasms in my back. It sucked. All right, come on, Mama. Let's put this. Get down. Get down. While you're wet. You're standing on the hay. Why are you standing on the hay? Mom, get off the hay. Can't be standing on the hay. Oi. Why you make so much work for me? Did your Billy go? Yes, I know that Billy go. That doesn't even have a lot of work. It's like standing on hay and ruining it. Alright. Oh. How many weeks till summer break? Alright, so my husband got the door shut. I know I will not be able to open it. I'm sure you heard him when he came in to tell me what was going on with the snow blowing. So, yeah, when you get snow, it can be quite a bit. So, and there's people who have trucks that like ruin their transmissions plowing out here in this stuff. Well, Clyde found the food we use as a trap for the weasel. And they will eat it because chickens are omnivores. They'll eat anything. Hey! As he's trying to eat it off the trap. Here, let me give that to you. Here. Here you go. There, that's the bacon. You can have it. They put a piece of bacon on the trap, and that was like the thing. See how big they are? That one's got the... It killed the weasel right away. It was pretty humane. They just killed it right off. I'll take these in the house with me. So we can clean it away. We'll put it with our mouse traps. It's better than poison because my chickens will eat rats and mice, and if I poison them, and then they eat them, then I've killed my chickens. Right, Clyde? Clyde, I have 2 babies in the house that are yours. Mr. Handsome Fella. Yeah? What do you think about that? His neck's all red because he's showing off for the girls. He's showing off for the girls. He's like, oh, I'm such a handsome man. So there's a little hole right behind that stake thing, and that's where the weasel came out. And I had the cage set up right against that wall because it was plugged in. There's Bonnie, the blue one. And there's Clyde, and I don't know who that other lady is. She's a meat bird. So I have 2 babies that will be her mixed with him because her other meat hens look just like her. So they'll be all red. And that's what I wanted for breeding purposes, is they're a meat bird, so they should mature, semi-fast, be a big bird. They lay really big eggs, nice brown eggs. All the naked neck hens I've had have been broody, have been really good mamas. So that's what I was looking for too, because it'd be nice if they just make a nest and, each of them have like 8 or 9 babies, and then I can sell the hens, keep the hens, and butcher the boys. Now, he always holds his leg up like that. And so I don't know if that foot is sensitive to the cold, because like where he was before, I told you he free ranged, and there were a couple of them that didn't have toes from frostbite. My birds don't go out in the wintertime. They wander inside the barn and poop all over everything and make a mess, but they don't get frostbite. Do you hear something? What do you hear, Clyde? I thought I heard something too. If somebody would stop making all that noise drinking the milk. It didn't look like that weasel was full grown. I couldn't tell what sex it was. We checked. It didn't have big nipples, so it wasn't nursing babies. But I know they're voracious eaters, that they'll eat and eat and eat. And those baby chicks, they couldn't have been much more than that. So what's that, 2.5, 3 inches? They're babies. I mean, they're little itty bitty chicks. They'd just been born. They weren't even a day old yet. Well, they were just about a day old when I brought them out. So they have no way of protecting themselves. Now their mom, a good broody hen, would have attacked that weasel. If they had a good rooster, they all would have gone after it. I actually had a rooster and some hens that used to kill rats when they'd go into the hen house and eat them. In Washington, they just eat them up. It was a really nice mix. They were black Australorf mixed with a black Moran. And they were really nice birds. Really nice. We weren't doing a lot of butchering for eating at the time, so I don't know if they dressed out well, but they were a nice hen. Nice batch of nice breed of chickens. And I'm not above a barnyard mix if it's mixed for specific purposes, like he is, because there's less feathers on them as an undercoat for them to be able to be butchered better. But I'm not getting rid of Clyde. Or Bonnie. Oh, my little Bonnie. Right, Bonnie? Well, I'm going to get off here, guys. I got a few more goat pens to do, and I want to top off everybody's food and fill everything up because it's still snowing like a SOB out there. And I've got to go the long way around, which is going to take me some more time. But I'll give you a little tour as I walk out. I'll post a second video of me leaving here so you guys can see. It looks like the snow might actually be letting up for a bit. I don't know. I won't be able to tell till I get out. So, happy April Fools. Mother Earth says, April Fools, it's spring. No, it's not. See you later. Bye.